If real estate is getting stressful for you, understand that it's normal.
At some point, your peace of mind is worth way more than the money.
I think that the more money you make, the more deals that you get, it just gets more overwhelming, more stressful.
More money, more problems. You need to do what I do. You have them come to you.
Hey, we're going to have to split this expense, which is about $4,000. This agent replies to me and says, sorry, I'm not a discount broker. You're not a discount broker, you're a deal maker.
I'm closing a deal. I'm going to make $0.00 on it.
Maybe for 1 to 3 months, I don't make any money. There are so many sensitive deals in real estate. Yeah. The amount of stress that you can get, like you'll close 10 deals, but then you'll have 2, 3 that will drain you.
I think the market is getting even hotter.
What do you think of being on the buyer side in this market?
Tough. Imagine having to compete with 119 other people.
And then he goes, inflation's worse than last month.
Panic, sell, sell everything.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a beautiful day. And today we got podcast number 8. I think I'm going to run out of fingers after we get to 10. I'm excited for you guys. Today with you, as always, you got Karam Khalil and
Mr. Ben Wegmann.
Mr. Ben, that's a new one. I love that.
I gave some Mr. this time.
I like that. Okay. And in today's podcast, we're going to talk about something that, what does Conor McGregor say about one time he had a press conference you were telling me?
This is not a therapy session.
This is not a therapy session.
We're going to have a therapy session today. We're both going through it.
To be honest with you, I'm really going through it. Like I have, if you can just tell from my face, there's a lot of stress going on. And if I don't get haircuts, which I didn't get one for this podcast, my gray hairs enhance. Right, you can probably see them more HD
looking
here.
Old,
I don't know
man.
if they can,
Yeah,
like a little old man.
Looking old.
But today, we're going to talk to you guys and share with you guys our stresses for deals that we're working, for things that we're experiencing. And then we also have a ton of questions asked by y'all on Instagram in our private Discord as well. Link down below. You guys got to join that. And we're going to answer those for you as well. Now, on this podcast, we got a 5-letter word.
Value.
Oh, that was a good one. Value. That's the 5-letter word where we want to provide value no matter what. So we want to make sure that you guys who are watching us on YouTube or listening on Spotify, thank you for listening there, by the way, that you get value. And if you don't, we don't want to continue the podcast. So if you're getting that value, hit that like button, comment down below, let us know, and then most importantly, subscribe. So we are diving right into it. Podcast number 8.
I'm about to dive in. You remember that song?
I do, yeah. I think that was, I don't know who did it, but that
Trey
was years.
songs.
That was Trey. Okay.
Yeah. Bringing it back, man.
You're giving us the memories, Ben.
I am.
And the memories of today.
That's what I do.
In the last week have been stressful. For me personally, very stressful.
Yeah.
And I'm working a couple of deals right now where there's an agent that's really irritating me. There's a title company that is really irritating me. There's an investment that I'm finding problems with a day before closing that's really stressing me out. And it's in this moment I have to make a decision to close on the property, back out of the property. And if I close on it and my way happens and everything works out as I thought, there's money.
Right.
If in fact this one thing pops up that I think is actually there on the property, I can lose a lot of money.
You lose everything.
Basically everything. Because it becomes worthless. Yeah. So that's kind of my stresses right now that I'm dealing with in the real estate world. How's real estate going for you?
Oh, man. Dude, February. So it's February 1st now. We're probably going to post this the 2nd or the 3rd. Yeah. February is going to be a great month. But with it being a great month, there's going to be some stresses too. We're going to be closing a lot of deals, but that just means you're working with a lot more people, and sometimes people can, throw fits and get upset.
100%.
But it is what it is. We're probably going to close anywhere from 10 to 12 deals.
That is impressive.
Yeah. So it's a lot of money to be made, but I'm going through it right now too. So
I think that the more money you make, the more deals that you get, it just gets more overwhelming, more stressful.
More money, more problems.
And that's true. People who are watching this might not have, let's just say, a lot of money that they consider a lot of money, and they might think, no, just let me get that money. Life will be better at that moment. Sure. And what I started realizing as more money came in, more deals flown in, is that the more money you get, not necessarily the hungrier you get to chase more deals to make more money, but it's just something where you just get busier without even expecting it. Because you're making more money means you're closing more deals, means you're meeting new people, means you're getting hired by people who refer you out.
Dude, working literally from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, like I'm on my phone, putting out fires. Like I've had to put out so many fires in these past few days.
Seriously.
So many,
It's unbelievable. So for those who are real estate agents, we're going to share with you guys in our therapy session today.
Yes.
Like Conor McGregor says.
Yes.
Some problems we're dealing with. And I'm going to start off with one that I'm working on as a personal investment.
Okay.
This property is 2 pieces of land. Small. One's
for you.
For me, correct.
Nice.
One's 0.2 acres, one's 0.24 acres, but they're adjacent. They hug each other.
Okay.
So we're talking 0.44 acres altogether.
Uh-huh.
This property is currently a church. It's exempt as a church.
Okay.
And I got it under contract. I'm working due diligence, making sure everything is good. And we're coming back like 4 or 5 days left. I ordered the survey. The survey's late.
Uh-huh.
Title company is horrible in communication. I call the survey company. They say, we finished the survey, but we're still doing our basic, finalization for it. So I'm like, just tell me, is there an easement in there or not? If there's an easement, tell me.
Yeah.
If it's a gas line or what, so I can know how I'm going to prepare. They didn't want to tell me because they're like, we have to first get the surveyor to complete his abstract or whatever. Then I'm emailing the title company, closings tomorrow. Tomorrow I have, I think, about 3 or 4 closings, depending how things line up.
Nice.
Then I have a city P&Z meeting where we're rezoning a property. 1 year we've been working on this.
Okay.
So that needs so much preparation in
it's
itself.
Finally about to happen, or
we're about to go and present to about 9 council members. So it's an industrial zoning. We're changing it to multifamily, 84 units, and the city's super strict with this. So you have to come in strong, hefty, prepared.
Sure.
And that's tomorrow. And then tomorrow I have to go to the bank and get multiple cashier's checks for several properties we're closing, me, myself, and then also for clients. And that takes some time too.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I have a haircut. So the haircut decided to land.
No.
The haircut decided to land at 11 a.m. midday.
No, you know what you need to do? You need to do what I do. You have them come to you. You need to do house calls. That way, like I get mine in the morning.
Yeah.
Normally before we do our podcast.
Okay.
So I'm a little.
To be honest, I never thought of that.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, you got to pay more, but you're paying for the convenience. Literally.
How much do you think it would be more? Right now I pay like 40, 50 a haircut.
I pay a lot more than that.
Really? Is it double?
But it's more than that. But it's okay. It's worth it to me because literally he pulls up, he does his thing, and then he goes and like.
In days like tomorrow, I would definitely pay that premium.
Yeah.
So all that is happening, and then the title company on 2 of the properties. One of them, the title company, is just horrible. Another one, I just showed you this before the podcast. The CD looks like a pre-approval letter. Doesn't even look like a closing disclosure.
It's looking raggedy.
Yeah, it looks horrible. And they're not sending me the final numbers for my client to go today to wire, and then for me to also go tomorrow to take the cashier's checks out. So
it's okay,
I end up finding out, check this.
It's okay. It's okay. Relax.
I end up finding out that the property that I'm about to purchase has a memorandum for oil and gas, which is a lease that the owner signed from 2011. Okay. It's still active till today. I call the first company. They say, which thankfully I even got them on the phone, Chesapeake Incorporated or something like that. They work with oil and gas. They then said, we sold our rights for the North Texas area to a different company. I call that different company. They can only give me so much info because I'm not the owner. And I'm like, I'm closing tomorrow. Tell me this so I can know if there's still an active oil and gas drilling, so I can be prepared. Because if there is on site, a lot of money is lost. I can't construct on it.
Just put down an oil rig on there and mine you some oil, bro.
That's what they probably want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm stressed over that, and then the same property, stressed over the oil and gas minerals. I'm stressed over the survey. The title company is horrible. And that deal is a personal investment, Ben. And for those watching, like when you're doing personal investments, it's ×2 than with a client, because with a client, you do everything that you would do for yourself. But then what you don't do for a client is you don't write the check from your bank account. Sure. That is also another added stress on me. So it's...
Look at you going through it, man.
Real estate, Ben, is what is wild. You can have a bad person inside of a deal and just make a deal go through hell, which is a title company right now.
Yeah.
And then we have the other one I told you about. We're selling this property. It's a commercial property, $1,650,000. And I'm like, the deal's about to die.
Yeah.
We've been negotiating for almost a month.
Oh, wow.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm telling the agent, the deal's about to die. I had another deal I closed for 1.7, and that deal did die over $2,500. And I had to step up and pay that so it didn't die, right?
Need my coffee.
Yeah, so I'm telling this agent that, hey, we're going to have to split this expense, which is about $4,000. You're about to make maybe $40,000. Yeah. Put up 2, I'll put up 2. This agent replies to me and says, sorry, I'm not a discount broker.
Nice. Why are you turning them into a discount broker, bro? Why are you doing that?
I honestly, I lost I was so...
Because you're so close to closing it, and then...
I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, did that agent really just send that?
It happens.
You're not like... And for those watching, I think a lot of this leans back to your mentorship. Know your value. Don't give discounts. Be firm. Show that you're worth it. And this person took it literal, not knowing that when I replied, I told this agent, you're not a discount broker, you're a deal maker.
Right.
And to make this deal, you got to put up 2. I'll put up 2.
Right.
Between you and I'm going to put up the 4.
Mm.
But I was shocked on how I got that response. And I think that agents who do that are the worst agents in the entire country. If you go to Europe, you're the worst in that country too.
Wow.
If you go to the Middle East,
Texas,
you're the worst in that.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I cannot believe that was even said. You're going to have people argue that. And so, well, that agent was right and they don't have to, and it's not their choice. You're about to close $1 million plus deal. Why would you take your client elsewhere to find them another property? This is a specialty property. They're not common, because you don't want to put up $2,000. Actually, it's a disservice for your client, because you're supposed to be there trying to make a deal happen for your client. That's why they trusted to put you on the battlefield.
Yeah.
We're in a battlefield, guys.
Dude, you are... this really is like therapy. You're venting to me, man.
You get what I am,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
But
gonna,
the problem
I'm gonna
is,
invoice you after this, okay? We'll talk numbers after.
and here's the problem. I'm venting to you, but it's going to go to the world.
Yeah.
And I pray that agent who is in that deal working it with me right now watches this video.
Oh, not the shots fired.
You suck.
Oh, my.
Seriously.
Wow,
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is affecting you.
It's affected me, not because I want the deal to close. I could care less about the commission. I just couldn't believe it, because every day we talk to agents that we're helping, we're mentoring, we're training, we're guiding. When I saw that, the first thing I did was run to the Discord. Link below. You guys got to join it.
Nice plug.
I ran there because I was like, oh, these people in the Discord better not do something like this.
No.
The deal can and will die if this agent doesn't want to step forward. Now, I'm going to step forward.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I chose not to, the deal will just die.
Yeah. This is good because it's, I mean, a lot of our podcasts, we talk about all the good that's going on. But, I mean, there's real life stresses, too. Like, some of these deals can just be terrible at times.
Yeah.
I'm closing a deal. It's going to be Friday now. And I contributed my entire commission. I'm going to make $0.00 on it.
There's no way.
Just to make it go through. Yeah. Literally just to make it go through. The peace of mind that I'll get just from getting the deal closed is worth more to me than the commission.
That is impressive. Just to make it happen.
Just to make it happen. Yep.
And
keep everyone happy.
But then you have that one agent saying, I'm not a discount broker.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
here I am literally giving up.
You are a deal maker. Like, that's what Ben is. That's what I am. That's what you need to be. Real estate is like a million moving pieces. Like, even Starbucks, Essentia, we got NeuroBliss, and then we got the Essentia there, and then we got my phone. It's all this stuff moving around, and if you don't have the right person who's flying it or pushing it or leading it, the deal's going to die.
Yeah.
There are so many sensitive deals in real estate.
Yeah. It's okay. And it's what we signed up for. You know what I mean?
100%.
At the end of the day, you got to realize that it's what we signed up for.
Yeah.
So.
And people don't realize, like, the amount of stress that you can get. Like, you'll close 10 deals. You'll have like 7, 8 deals that, I mean, you worked hard and you did your best on them, but then you'll have 2, 3 that will drain you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had deals where I got paid big commissions where I was like, the hell with the commission. I don't even want it.
Yeah.
From how long it took and how hard it was.
Yeah. Part of being a boss is taking the good with the bad, man.
I can't just take the good.
No, you can't.
Please.
I wish. I wish, right? No, you got to take the good with the bad.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we have new agents who are watching this. Please be aggressive. Be on top of your deals. Be on top of the people you're working with. Check in with the people you're working with. Title company, lenders, inspectors, surveyors, easements, do due diligence, all of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, one mistake can wipe you out.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is an iced coffee, but most of the ice is gone. So now is it just a coffee?
It's a melted iced coffee.
Okay. I'm sad. I liked my
What is it, a vanilla iced coffee?
No, so I get it's just a black coffee. I get no sweetener, and then I add cream.
There's no way.
It looks like they added cream, a lot of cream though. But
wow.
That's okay. It's really good.
Does it have sugar?
No sugar. Yeah. I don't like
that's shocking.
really
like why
sugary
you would,
coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I love the nitro cold brew, and that's like literally their strongest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I really wanted that. I was telling Jesse and Abe to grab us that before the podcast.
You're literally drinking the complete opposite. You're
I know,
drinking something that calms you down.
This literally says reduce stress, neuro bliss. And here's a funny thing. It probably doesn't reduce it, but because I think it does, because like the mental thing.
What is that called? A placebo.
Is that what it's called?
Placebo.
Yeah, when I drink it, I'm like, oh, it does reduce my stress.
It's working. It's working. I'm less stressed.
It does. So that's what we have, guys. For those watching on Spotify, we appreciate you. We really do. For those on YouTube who are seeing my stressful face, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know the Spotify people can't see it.
Yeah. They can hear it, though. They can hear what you're going through, man.
They can hear the pressures, right? That's what we have. I'm working several other deals where I have a client who we're marketing hard their property. 10,100 square foot shopping center. And we're marketing it hard for the past 6 months. We got him a tenant. He's happy. 10-year lease. Then we got him another tenant a month later. He has total 3 spaces. So we leased 1. We have 2 more. We got him another tenant. And the deal didn't go through because he didn't want to give an extra $2,000. And I already stepped forward on commissions to make it happen. But even those commissions weren't enough.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was like me giving all the money away for the deal, and at that moment, it just didn't make sense.
Well, I literally just had to do that.
I know.
But sometimes you have to.
100%.
Which it's rare though. I literally don't think I've ever given up all of my commission.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Yeah,
and so I stepped forward, and then the landlord, he's worth a couple million. It died over $2,000, and he's been that same suite hasn't been leased for 4 months.
Some would say he's worth $2 million for a reason.
Say that again.
He's ruthless.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm going to get my money.
100%. Yeah. He's worth a couple million. Did you hear 2 million?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just, okay, yeah. He's worth, the shopping center he has is worth 2.5 itself.
Okay.
He's building a brand new house in Frisco.
Oh, so he's worth more than 2.
Oh, he's worth a lot.
Oh.
But you're right. You got to be ruthless. But being
sometimes.
Like Steve Jobs, he was always.
Yeah.
Being ruthless, he lost a tenant, and for 4 months, we haven't leased it.
Yeah.
So the difference of his $5,000 a month was going to make his loss.
Yeah.
And he messages me the other day, and he's like, hey, we need to see all activity for the last 3 months. We need to see what's the marketing strategy for getting new tenants in the building, putting a ton of pressure. And now I got to go dig up 3 months of previous calls, previous notes, previous emails over something I'm actively doing. I'm actively pressing, but pricing is a problem. The square footage is a problem. And, sometimes you have to know when to hire and when to fire. You get what I mean? Some deals, you just have to fire a client, before they fire you, or
it's like that song, I'm gonna leave before you love me. Dude, I've got all the hits today.
Songs today. Yeah. It's A, before they fire you, or B, I don't even know what B is, but it's just fire them for...
I threw you off.
Yeah, it's just fire them because it's not worth it anymore for you. You got to know when to kind of let go.
That just goes back to the deal where I gave up on my commission. At some point, your peace of mind is worth way more than the money itself. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of weigh it out. And sometimes it's best to just get it to the finish line. Maybe you don't get paid, but you can kind of wipe your hands clear and, move on to the next one, which is what I'm all about. I want to get something closed no matter what it takes. And then, I'm on to the next one.
You put a tweet on Twitter the other day. Follow Ben if you don't follow him on Twitter. It's Ben Wegmann, just like that, right?
Yeah.
You put a tweet, and the tweet was, sometimes you have to let someone feel like they won.
I tweeted that this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
So you can,
keep your peace of mind.
Keep your peace of mind.
And in the end, you're winning because you kept your peace of mind.
I like that a lot because it's so true. So you just give a feeling for that person that they won, even though realistically you won because you were going through more than what they knew. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's what it is, guys. In real estate, it's brutal, and I don't know about other businesses because really real estate's all that I've done. I know businesses have their own stresses, their own problems, but I feel like for us, we're psychologists, we're therapists, we're deal makers, we're
babysitters.
We're holding the hands.
Yeah.
We're
everything.
Yeah. And then some people come like Redfin and Zillow, where they try to wipe out real estate agents, or we have people who are coming out saying agents aren't worth it. Myself as an agent, I hire agents. I'm literally like, if an agent brings a deal, I feed them the commission. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I was an agent, at 18 years old, I was flipping houses. until 21 and a half. I had agents for all those years. I had one agent. I was loyal.
Mm-hmm.
And that one agent did all my deals. You get what I mean?
These girls ain't loyal.
And I fed them the commission. Ben is like, everything I'm saying is coming to you.
Oh, man.
My what I'm sharing right now is probably related to those songs and like certain moments you would listen to them.
No.
That's hilarious.
No.
So yeah, all those people who are listening right now on this podcast, if real estate is getting stressful for you, understand that it's normal.
Yeah, it's not just you. Like, we're all going through it.
100%. And the more deals you do, the more surprised you're going to be. I have clients that worth millions are penny pinching my commission.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I have clients that have no money, yet they're the most generous. I have clients that are easygoing, clients that are very hard to deal with, clients that are, the spectrum is from every angle.
You get a whole mix.
Yeah.
But is February going to be a good month for you? It sounds like it, right? You have 3-4 closings coming up?
Yeah. February is going to be a good month. So I know that you track, like what's this month, what's the previous month.
Yeah.
I need to do that more. I track it at the end of the month. Like, okay, what did I close this month? I don't really I need to close 5 deals.
When you're closing so many deals, it's nice keeping track every week.
It is. Man. I agree.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
So January went out. I don't even know how many deals I closed. I just know that a lot of money came in the bank. Yeah.
Nice.
It was great. February, thankfully, all thanks to God. Then February came in. I know that starting February 1st, I already have 3-4 deals closing tomorrow.
Beautiful.
I know I'm purchasing 3 investments for myself this month.
Nice.
So I just do and I work and whatever lines up.
Yeah.
I shared with you the stock that I went in and lost $3,000 on.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we take our L's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of go all over. I just paid a huge check to the IRS before January 18th.
You pay quarterly, right? Yeah.
Last year I didn't.
Oh, you do it all at once.
Just bang.
Oh, dude.
Which is a problem. You're not supposed to.
You got to pay it quarterly.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do that anyways by the rules and stuff. Yeah. So that I took a penalty on that, but it is what it is. Mm. And then this year, of course, I'm quarterly. I don't like quarterly. I hate having to pay myself a salary.
Dude,
but
quarterly is good because then you aren't paying a huge chunk all at once. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like 4 smaller payments.
Problem is you're kind of estimating. So for me, because I do the investments, like 1 month I'll make $1, 1 month I'll make $100,000, 1 month I'll make like 20.
One month you'll make $1.
I've made for months no money.
Yeah. Same. I'm just giving you a hard time. Oh, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was. I
you have deals that pay you $1?
I think for 3 months, yearly, maybe for 1 to 3 months, I don't make any money. Yeah, it's not because real estate cycles. It's more because deals just take time.
Oh, dude, you just sparked something I wanted to talk about.
Really?
I think the market is getting even hotter.
Oh, my God.
And they're talking about rates are going to go up and that will like cool things off.
Yeah.
It's only getting hotter, dude.
You feel
It's insane. It is insane. I listed a property in Aubrey. Little house, 1,800 square feet, $370. It's contracted for $421. They aren't even doing an inspection period. They're waiving all of that. Yeah, full appraisal waiver, which means we can school them on this.
Yeah.
If the property only appraises at like 380, they're on the hook to pay the full 421. It's dude.
So you're talking about if it appraises at 370, they're 51 grand. They're gonna have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah, out of pocket cash. They're gonna have to bring that on top.
So they're coming in confident.
It is crazy right now, man. I saw this other agent post on Twitter. He had shown a property in McKinney. It was similar to my home in Aubrey. It was like a single story, smaller home. They had 120 offers on it. How do you even determine?
There's no.
How do you like that? Had to have sold for like $100,000 over ask if you're getting that many offers. You know what I mean? Like it only makes sense. It's crazy, dude.
How do you as an agent differentiate 120, then make them fight with each other?
Exactly.
Yeah, oh my God.
It's crazy, man. I check MLS every day just seeing the sold listings, and it just blows my mind what these properties are selling for.
I know that you're hunting listings because you say it's the name of the game right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get all listings.
Yeah. That's awesome.
They sell themselves.
What do you think of being on the buyer side in this market?
Tough.
Brutal,
Tough.
right?
Imagine having to compete with 119 other people. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you win that?
Well, then when you lose, your client's like, you're the problem.
Yeah. That's what they think.
Because of you.
No, this will be good, what I'm about to say, because it's really effective right now. I think you need to have a conversation with your clients, and you have to explain to them what the market is like, right? Like, you have to show them things like this, like this house got 120 offers on them. You have to kind of shake them a little bit. What I like doing with some clients when I know it's going to be really competitive is I say, hey, What if we look at some homes that may have fallen through the cracks, like that people may have overlooked? Maybe you need to do a little bit of work on them, but we aren't going to be competing with 100 people. You know what I mean? Maybe we're competing with 1 or 2 other people. Yep. And a lot of the times that's been working.
Really? People
are kind of realizing the market, like, okay, maybe I can't get exactly what I wanted. Maybe I have to put a little bit of work into it, but I'll get a nice home, put a little bit of work into it, and then it'll be exactly what I wanted. And that's how I can make it happen. Otherwise, I mean, you're just going to keep losing and losing and losing unless you're all cash, really strong.
You gave advice, Ben, to a lot of people. Okay, let me tell you this. Ben gave advice to a ton of people. I was on the podcast. And a ton of those people are smart people. They're also in the Discord. And
link down below.
And I'm not kidding you. I think 2 to 5 people sent in the Discord just this last week that what you advised got them the offer. Which was Ben gave advice to people who are putting offers on homes. Have your clients write a letter.
Yes, that's right. Very, very important.
Handwritten letters. And he said that it came out. In fact, I actually witnessed it myself with a listing that I have where I got...
It makes a big impact.
Huge.
Because it's a personal touch.
Exactly. Yeah. I got it wasn't a personal written letter, but it was a personal email complimenting the home, telling us about their family, how they're going to enjoy the pool, all that. Forwarded it straight to the owner. And he was like, I feel comfortable with them.
And what we mean when we say writing personal letters is when you're representing buyers, when you submit the offer, tell your buyer, write a handwritten letter, things that they like about the home. They can't wait to spend new memories in the home, just like everything that they love. Have them handwrite it, scan it, and then submit that with the offer.
Nice.
And then, the listing agent will present it. And again, if you're like neck and neck with another offer, that's going to help you stand out because they're going to be like, oh, I like them. They're like a nice, sweet family. You know what I mean? They're going to take care of the home. So that's really important right now.
It lets the seller of the property feel that this person actually soaked in visions in the home.
They care. They're going to take care
of it. And then also meaning that, hey, we're going to take it to the closing table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, we're serious about it.
We literally saw us jumping in the pool, eating pizza on the balcony. Trust me, we're not going to lose this house. So I agree with that. And keep in mind this, when you tell your clients to write a handwritten letter, they're going to look at you and kind of be like, that's, I didn't think of that. Yeah. And then when they do that, they're going to see that you're a unique and creative agent. Yeah. They're going to see that you let them do something that maybe 90% of agents don't tell their clients to do. And if they still lost, you're there like, I even made you write a handwritten letter and we lost. Like, we couldn't have done more than that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you put the client to work to let them also feel like they're putting their best foot forward as well. Yeah. I think that's cool. So that advice that you gave, a lot of people loved it. They've actually closed deals with it and they've done well with it. Yeah. I think that this market that we're in right now is just stupid. I don't get it.
It's very stupid.
I don't get it.
I'll admit it. It is very stupid. Maybe we're catching up. I said this in one of our previous podcasts. Maybe we're catching up to what the values in Texas should be.
Yeah, and there's so much truth to that.
Yeah.
Like I personally
at the same time, it is stupid. When homes are selling, I saw a home in Prosper. This was a higher price point, but it's a newer neighborhood, and they listed it for $1 million. They paid maybe like $700 to build it, and it sold for 1.3.
So they built it for 7?
Probably.
And you said
like
1.3.
Maybe a year or two ago, they listed it for $1 million. It sold for 1.3. That's stupid, bro.
Yeah,
that's stupid. They made like $600,000.
And you're wondering why are the stock markets exploding? Why are so many people shopping in Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all these expensive places? You're wondering why North Park Mall is like stampeding people in there because like. And I'm like, where do people getting this money from? And I need someone to answer this.
Well, it's a big influx of Californians. It really is, honestly.
Really,
like, these are the people that can afford to pay this.
But check this: I was in one of those stupid expensive stores, and I asked them. I was like, "How was the year for you? How was performance?" The best year we've ever had in company history.
Like the store employees.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Prada.
They're saying a big part of that was when the pandemic originally started, everyone was staying indoors, so they weren't really going out and spending money, so they were kind of saving up. And now that like the doors are open, everyone's like, we're free. Let's go spend our money. Yeah. So that was a big part of it. Now that people are freed and they can go crazy again.
If you know the answer, give me it. If you don't know the answer, I need somebody to please give me it.
I know everything.
You may not, because it's actually interesting.
I'm just kidding.
How are employers struggling to get workers? That's one. Then how...
Now you got me thinking.
All right.
That's a good
so
question.
How are employers struggling to hire employees, but on the flip side, where the hell did the employees go? How are they living if they're not working? Unemployment, if I'm not mistaken, is not there anymore. So where are these employees just
like all the Jack in the Boxes are all closed.
What's going on? Like
Ginny left her shift. Like the store is closed.
Like, I'm not kidding you. I go to Starbucks. It's 2 p.m. Closed until 5.
Yeah.
And then I show back up at 5, and I'm like, hey, just curious, why were y'all closed? Because the entire shift didn't show up.
I remember I watched a video on this, and I'm trying to recollect what I learned in that video. Man, what was she saying?
Like, where...
She was just saying that employees have a lot more leverage now. But why?
Makes sense. It makes sense because there is no employees out there, so they can leverage. If you're a good employee, you can be like,
but it's
leave.
Weird because how did all these openings happen? Is it just people were fed up? They're like, minimum wage ain't it anymore. Like, we demand more.
But where did they go?
That's
if you work in Jack in the Box or Starbucks or Chick-fil-A.
They went from Chick-fil-A to...
What's like a higher thing? Like a steakhouse?
Yeah, to a steakhouse. Exactly. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like every single restaurant I go to, they're understaffed.
It is weird.
I was just talking to a client who's in Colorado, and he was also preaching, saying that people to take them on the ski sleds and to take them on the ramps, or whatever they call them, they're understaffed. They don't have employees. Like, it's not just a Dallas, Texas thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that all this stuff is ridiculous, what's happening, because in this market right now, you wonder, where did they go? If you guys worked in McDonald's and then quit, somebody watching this,
please, where did you go?
Tell us where you went.
Hey,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you want to get political? Ooh,
let's see.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's just have a little bit of fun.
I'm good. We're just talking.
What do you think about minimum wage being $7.25? I'll give you my view before I let you answer.
Yeah.
I think $7.25 is BS. I go back to my first job when I was 16 at a doggy daycare place.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that was my first ever job. It was awesome. But thinking to myself, I used to get paid $7.25 an hour. It feels like robbery. Like, these people robbed me of my time. And the fact that the prices of everything have gone up and minimum wage has stayed the same, it kind of bothers me.
Check this, and I'm going to answer to what you said.
Yeah.
$7.25, 40 hours a week, right?
Dude, that's literally peanuts. Like, yeah, it's peanuts.
40. They do 40 hours a week full time?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, $290.
$290 a week?
Dude.
Oh my
Times 4.
God.
This is what?
$1,160.
$1,160. This is before you're taxed or whatever.
Now,
I think it's going to be under the 12,000 threshold.
Now, I know a lot of people say, well, that's like high school workers and, whatnot, but it's other people too.
Bro, I'm seeing a Starbucks $10 an hour and they're 36 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I personally think it should be raised. People will be like, well, then the price of everything else is going to go up, but the price of everything else already has gone up.
Already has gone up. When you said something about political, I think it's less political, just more of an opinion, that minimum wage is unsustainable to live.
Don't you know everything is political these days, Karam?
True.
I'm just
kidding.
I
think minimum wage is unsustainable for the current market. Like, sure. How much was that? Let me answer to you, because I got one yesterday. Maybe yours is a little different. I paid $7.20 for my Starbucks drink.
You got ripped off. Guess how much I paid for this bad boy?
$4.50.
Something like that, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't get the nitro cold foam. You didn't get the drizzle of caramel on the sides. You didn't get the nice cup on the top. You didn't get the extra straw.
I'm an easy guy, man. I like what I like.
So $7.20. Now, people who make minimum wage aren't buying this type of stuff.
Sure.
But I just think that life is more expensive. I'm seeing, the Instacart orders when you get the food to your house. I'm seeing the Kroger, what they're putting their meats at and what they're putting their eggs at and stuff like that. It's just up.
Everything is expensive.
It's just
now.
up.
Everything is expensive. It's crazy,
cars,
man.
What about cars?
It's a mess, yeah.
You know how the car situation's going. I'm so bummed out, by the way.
Where does this go? Where does this go? Where are we headed?
We were supposed to be in a crash from January 2022 to January 30th, and then the market just re-rallied.
Yeah.
So it's like people are like, did we bottom?
I'm still kind of hesitant.
Yeah.
I feel like it may just bloop, just go back down in a week.
Straight down.
It's a weird market, man. It's a weird market. I don't know.
I think that they waited too long. They kicked the can down the road too long. They printed too much money. They have the low interest rates for too long. They're now going to try to raise them. Inflation. I was watching Meet Kevin, and when Meet Kevin was on, he was showing Jerome Powell speak.
Those who don't know, Meet Kevin is a like a financial YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super intelligent guy.
Super smart. Yeah.
He just turned 30, by the way. Happy birthday to meet Kevin if he's watching this. Yeah. Anyways, he had Jerome Powell speaking, which is in the Fed.
He did the live stream.
Exactly. Yeah. And I watched every minute. And when Jerome Powell went up and spoke, he was like, inflation's bad. And we were like, we already knew that. And then he goes, inflation's worse than last month.
Panic, sell everything.
And he confirmed it. After this guy for 2 years was preaching it's transitory, it's going to come in the market, and don't worry, things will get better.
Not you facing the camera.
What's up?
Not you facing the camera talking about transitory.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting into it, man.
Yeah, and he's like, supply chain is going to get better and all that. There's no supply chain getting better. Actually, there is supply chain. People are saying inventory is getting a little better.
It's going to take time.
It's all going to take time.
It's a mess.
And we're feeling it in real estate with the shortage. Commercial real estate, good areas, there is shortage there. There's not many spaces open for lease. But when the pandemic hit, a lot of spaces open, commercial spaces open because people went out of business.
Yeah.
But on the residential side, it's been a shortage the whole 2 years maybe, or a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's been brutal.
I saw a graphic today. Actually, it's the lowest it's ever been, literally. Wow. So if you want to sell your home, hit me up because we'll get you top dollar.
Nice. Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. What do you guys who are watching this and listening to this, what do you guys think of this market? Where do you see things headed in the next 6 months to 18 months? How do you feel about things? How do you feel about Ben's watch, his suit? How do you, I just threw them off from a serious question.
Looking fly. That's what they think.
How do you feel about, honestly, this market in whole? Like, how are things in your perspective? In your perspective, I know how it is. Yeah. For me, it's wild. I was trying to get a car, and it turns out I'm not going to get the car that I told you I was going to get.
Too much money?
Not too much money, but the guy who was going to get it chose to hold it because he's like, I've gotten 10 to 20K over asking on it. He was going to give me it at market price. And he's like, Mercedes isn't making the V8s anymore. So he just wanted to hold on to it. So now I don't have that. Market's wild.
It's crazy, man.
Real estate's wild. Business is wild.
Yeah.
Guys, stay safe out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you have it. You be safe. I'm going to be safe. Everybody's going to be safe. Yeah. And we just want to make sure that you guys take the true value of what we have on this podcast. So guys, anyways, we're going to transition into questions, which we love questions.
Yes.
We got questions from you all. We shared our stories, our problems, our stresses, but we always promise that we're going to give you value, aside from our stories, with giving you guys answers to your questions. Now, we have a lot, probably 30-something questions, and we're going to pick and choose. So
let me get my caffeine.
Get your caffeine in, and then let's jump in. So we're going to literally look at this live. And, okay, so we have Isaiah. He asked us this question. Tell us about a time where a deal was going wrong and how you kept it together. So you're going to make us think, because now we got to think of deals that went wrong. I think I shared one that's currently happening right now.
Same, literally giving up all of my money. But
that's not how you kept it together.
Yeah, that's not good advice, though, because I do not. Well, sometimes you have to do that, but obviously you should not be doing that for every deal because you make no money.
100%. Yeah. Here's a deal for me. I was working where the buyer fed up. The seller fed up. That's it. There's nothing going to happen other than they're fed up.
You just got to crack some jokes.
One more word from either party, take this off or do this or do that, they're not going to have it. My job as an agent for that specific deal was to be as calm, as patient, and as fragile with my movement for both parties. When I would relay an email to the person who's selling the property, I would relay it with extreme caution. I would compliment.
Like reread the email 5 times.
I would compliment them. I would tell them nice things. I would tell them that I'm just doing my best as an agent to keep this alive. Sure. I would let them know that I'm not doing this because I'm a bad person. When I would relay the response from the seller to my client, the buyer, I would relay it in the prettiest way ever. Me as an agent, when I read things that irritate me or make me mad, so many times I just want to go and go back at the person. Yeah. But I don't do that because you're going to have deals die. I just step back and I just basically look at it from the bigger picture on how am I going to make this deal close. I just got an email last week, okay? And this is your answer, Isaiah, where the agent from the other side literally said this: either you pay us the number that we're asking or back out the deal and let us go find a real buyer. I was like, in my head, I was like, find us a real buyer? Yeah. Did you just say?
Oh, gosh.
I was fuming inside.
Yeah.
I relayed to my client. I was like, they're just holding real strong on the price, and they feel like they already worked with us as much as they can, and they can't wiggle anymore.
Sure.
They really did their best on it. We're still getting a good enough. You see how I relayed it? Completely different. Then when I hung up with my client, I was like, find us a real buyer. I'm going to show you a real buyer.
Yeah.
But I didn't send nothing.
Yeah.
So Isaiah, that's the answer. And when you're having a deal going wrong, be the person who's the middleman who literally is fragile with every movement, so you don't have a deal die from the selling side, buying side, and relay the message accordingly. That's why we're like middlemen, right?
Yeah.
That's literally what we are.
We're a lot of things.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of them. True.
Yeah.
Chris Dell asked.
Wait, I didn't answer mine.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Dude, you just took it.
I thought you said it with your commissions.
Yeah, but I have another good one. So
that was where you're like, dude, you just took it.
I know, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
All
right,
so
go.
we all know as agents that appraisals can just destroy deals.
Yeah.
Right. I had a listing. This one closed about a month ago. And the people, they bought it 2-3 years ago. They got it at a really good price before the market was crazy. And I'm helping them sell it.
Okay.
So they get a crazy offer. There's a partial appraisal waiver, and it didn't meet the appraisal price that we agreed to. But
so what if somebody doesn't understand what a partial appraisal waiver is?
So a partial appraisal waiver is essentially, a full waiver is just saying no matter what it appraises at, we're going to pay the full amount.
Yeah.
A partial is like, okay, we're going to offer $500,000. As long as it appraises for at least $475,000, then we're good to pay the full amount.
Okay.
So this did not meet that. However, the buyers were super easygoing. They were like, we're still going to add some on top. So the way I saved this deal was these sellers, they weren't getting as much as they originally wanted, but they were getting more than the appraised value. So I'm like, at the end of the day, you guys are still winning. You're getting more for the home than it's actually worth. Like it appraised at this value, you're still getting way over that. Like you're still winning at the end of the day. Sometimes you have to kind of rationalize with people and make them realize, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not getting exactly what I wanted, but I am still winning.
I love that.
Yeah,
and there's so much truth to that, because at the end of the day, your house is worth X amount. You're getting more than that. You should be considered a winner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
it was a huge win for them.
You
too.
mentioned something that many agents, maybe even myself at times, I'll overlook to even mention, where you're still winning. Hey, it appraised for 5, you're getting 510, you're still above.
Yeah, you're getting more than what it's worth. And when you kind of say it like that, they realize, okay, you know what? I actually am winning. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's nice. So we gave you Isaiah the bangers right there.
Yeah.
Next time I'll make sure you finish your answering.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, now we got the next one. Chris Dahl, DAHL. And Chris is saying, what are your daily routine / schedule? Ben, give me you slept and now you woke up. What's going on?
Between 5 and 6 is when I'm generally up. I like being up at 5.
Okay.
That's just my number. I like 5.
You
5
like
is
5?
good. Yeah, because it gives me a lot of time between when people wake up to just kind of do my thing.
Yeah.
So I'll work out, I'll meditate, I'll play with my dog, and
Your dog's awake at 5?
Yeah, he gets up as soon as I get up,
Whoa.
and then I'll kind of do some email here and there. My day doesn't really start until like 8 or 9. That's when it's literally just like all hands on deck. You know what I mean? Like everyone's going crazy at that time. Everyone's waking up. So that's when I'm really emailing people back, texting people, starting calling people, and just getting everything ready for the day, and then the rest of it is really just like showings, closings, getting content, just whatever pushing. It is for that day. Yeah.
Getting in your lunch or dinner, things like that, but just like hustling the whole time throughout. That's great. My routine is 5 a.m., 5:05, 5:14, just whatever kind of bounces between there. When I wake up, I come to my office, which is in my house. It's like a couple steps from my master bedroom. Sit inside there, open my laptop, walk back to my fridge, which is inconvenient because I should have went to my fridge first, then walked in there.
It's okay.
But I'm giving you guys details. I usually grab a Starbucks Frappuccino, the mocha one or the vanilla one.
The already pre-made one?
Yeah, the glass one.
Nice.
If I'm not in the mood for that, I'll make me a coffee. Found out how to make a really good one at home.
Yeah, nice.
I use the Starbucks stuff, but it's real good.
Yeah.
Come to my office, and then I'll just open it. I'll actually look at my phone, look at all my socials. I'll open up my laptop. I'll then look at my emails. I'll look at my YouTube channel. I'll look at the podcast channel, kind of just look at, hey, what's going on? I might open bank accounts to see where the number's at, what's going on. Is there investments coming up? Am I holding?
Quick question. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people that checks your bank account multiple times through the day, or are you just one and done?
I check it at least once a day.
Okay.
Yeah, at least. But I'm checking it to see where my numbers at, so I can know if I can pull a move on a big investment if it popped up.
Yeah.
To know if I have an investment coming up, is the money in the right bank account, that type of stuff. I'll put expenses that are expected to come. I have an Excel sheet where I'll put my expenses, like I expect $25,000 to be dished out to something. I'll just put that as if I already spent it, so I know that my numbers are this actual number.
And Ben is coming over for the podcast, so I need to expense money for pizza.
I need to expense, because every time Ben comes, he's like, I'm hungry.
Let's order pizza.
Let's order pizza. So now, literally right now, as we're speaking, we're having mod pizza delivered here.
It's on the way.
Because Ben's like, I'm hungry. So that's me in the morning, and then I'm just kind of scoping through that type of stuff: bank accounts, emails, social medias, feeling things out. By the way, I'm giving these details. You know why? I once wished someone did that for me when I was watching their YouTube video.
What do we call that? What's the 5-letter word, Karam?
Value. Yeah.
Value.
So I want you guys who are watching this, I'm trying to get deep into it, just so you guys honestly see how my day is. 6, 7, 8 a.m. comes. I know I should work out at that time. It's probably the best time because I'm busy during the day, but I don't. I just don't like it. I tried it. I don't like it. I like working out randomly in the day whenever I have the time that opens. Whenever 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. comes, I'm literally still on my laptop. You guys do not understand. The rule of thumb for real estate is for every hour you're outside doing showings or something, 3 hours must be on your computer, which is, I don't know how official that is, but it seems pretty honest to me.
Who made that rule?
I don't know, but it's very powerful because I'm on my laptop a ton. My wrist starts to hurt actually now, and I'm actually trying to find a solution for it because I'm like always typing, and then my wrist is kind of like that.
You're getting, that's the start of arthritis, my friend.
Don't scare me.
And you're getting gray hairs? Karam!
What's going on? Yeah, and then I love to randomly shower. It's like 9, 10, 11 a.m. I'll just hop in the shower.
I thought you meant just like
No,
multiple times a day. Like, all right, let me go take another shower.
No, it's kind of within that time frame. If my day's real busy, I'll just jump in real quick.
Sure.
But guys, I take my day as slow as I can take it, to be honest with you. I have some days that are extremely back-to-back, extremely busy, but the days that aren't like that, and it's more from phone calls, emails, delegation, that type of stuff, I'm just kind of cruising.
Nice.
That's really
There's
how
your
my
word.
yeah that's my word. That's really how my day is. A lot of deals that I've done, never went to the property. I don't recall seeing it in person. I've delegated it. I've got someone to show it, someone to get in the door. A lot of those deals have been like that. Like real estate, believe it or not, is super online based, where you can delegate a lot of stuff.
It's really virtual now.
Yeah. And anytime it's a specific deal, though, I would physically see it depending on how complicated it is to give my input for my client. Yeah. But if it's like they just want to see the property real quick and they want to get in the door, I'll delegate that real fast for them. And if they want to put an offer, they already seen it. A lot of my clients are very experienced in this stuff when we're in commercial real estate. That's kind of my day. Sleep at 9, 10 p.m. And after 5, 6 p.m., work kind of slows down a bit, and I'm just trying to kind of spend it with the family. So,
nice.
Well, I say I'm trying to spend it with the family, but my wife keeps saying that I'm still distracted from the messages coming in. Because I get like a text, I'm like, I'm paying attention. And then my mind's like,
yes, babe.
Ooh, another investment.
Yes, babe. Just say yes, babe.
Yes, I'm listening. That was for Chris Dahl, so hopefully we answered that for you. James Black, this is just real quick. I'm going to tell you my answer. What are some book recommendations? I don't know. I don't read books. Ben, do you read books?
When I first started The Sell by Frederick Eklund, he's a realtor on the $1 Million Listing New York.
Oh, he's so cool. He's funny.
He is. He actually has a really good book.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to spit this out there because I love Ryan Serhant. I haven't read his books, but I know him very well, so it's like I almost read his books. Big Money Energy, and then also some other books he does. I would check into those for sure. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you're more entrepreneurial.
Sure.
I love those guys. They're awesome. Okay, we're going through the next questions. Oh, we got this.
You need like a picture book.
For what?
It's all just like pictures. You're like, I don't want to read. I
just
want to look at pictures.
Yeah, I like, for me, I read a lot, but it's like Wall Street Journal or it's like the news or something like that.
Sure.
All right, we have Alexa Lauren saying, hey guys, Lex here. Little backstory. I'm currently working towards getting my bachelor's degree in finance, over about a year left, and went ahead and got my real estate license at the same time. I did not expect to hit the ground running with business. That's real good to hear.
We love a multitasker.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever cap how much business you take on? Do you have any time management tips?
So cap what I take on now.
So she's in school right now. She's one more left year to finish her bachelor's degree. And her business as a real estate agent is just getting so busy. So she's like, I'm in school.
It's good for her that she's just starting and she's already getting busy.
Exactly.
Because it's normally not like that.
100%. So she's like, I'm in school. I'm busy. How can I manage my time better, I guess? Or is there a way? She said, do you ever cap how much business you take on? Mm-hmm. Do you put a cap on your business?
Yeah.
Like if
and that's why I built a team. So I kind of do what I can. Then anything else that I think, would be better suited with a team member, I'll just send to them. You know what I mean?
Got
so
it.
yeah, I cap it that way. And then what was the other part of her question?
And she's saying like, any time management tips? Like how can she do showings better? How can she...
I have some good advice. If you're trying to be really big on social media, a good time management thing would be, say you have a showing that's 30 minutes away. While you're there after your showing, go tour listings nearby. So that way you're hitting a bunch of different areas as you're doing these different showings, so you can showcase a bunch of different listings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're building your social media up that way.
I love that. And I'm going to give a time management tip is don't play yourself. You have a lot of time.
It sounds like DJ Khaled.
Yeah. You have a lot of time. Wake up at 5, work hard until 10, and that's enough time for sleep and enough time to get in work. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, you're doing a full-time bachelor's degree and you're doing full-time real estate. You gotta do that. I was doing the same thing. I was full-time in college while I was flipping houses, and I didn't play myself. From the morning until 5 p.m. I had real estate stuff, and then at 5 to 9:50 p.m. I was in class for 3 days a week for a couple of years. So hopefully that answers it for you. And then now this is a good question. Diamond Deruthi. Hopefully we said that right. What's a good commission split for new agents? Or does experience not matter in splits? I don't get the second question. Or does experience not matter in splits? But in general, what's a good commission split for new agents?
The way a brokerage will market it is it's going to be 50-50. But we're going to be teaching you all this stuff, so it's going to be worth it, which I don't necessarily not agree with. Like, I agree with that.
Nice.
I just made it really complicated.
No, I
agree with that. Most splits, I would say at most brokerages, you're probably going to start off around 50-50. If it's more than that, like if you're getting more than, obviously that's awesome. But I would say expect around getting 50%. And definitely go to a brokerage that gives good agent training for new agents, because that's very important.
That's interesting, really.
You have to ask some questions. Be like, if it's half and half, be like, okay, that's cool. What are you giving me? Like, how are you going to help me out starting off, because I'm a new agent? So ask questions. Yeah.
Like, hey, that's real cool. Let's just say I made $20,000. You just took $10,000 from me. I'm just curious, what's the value you're bringing?
And then what was the second part of her question?
And then she said, or does experience in splits not matter in splits? I don't really understand that.
I think I kind of understand it. I would say the more experienced you are, the more leverage you have.
Oh, okay.
Towards asking for a higher split.
Okay, so
right?
check. Yeah, I think that hopefully that's kind of what she's asking. Check this out. Do not ever in your life worry about commission splits. Ever.
But why, Karam?
Let me tell you why. If Ben called me right now and said, Karam, I want you on my team, and he's like, I'll give you 40%. We're going to take...
Are you trying to join?
Please, bro. I've been trying to...
I need a commercial agent.
So Ben's like 60% for him, 40% for me. The next day I'm on his door. Let's get the ball rolling. Because I know what value he's going to bring me. Guys, for me personally right now,
this is you. Pumping air into my head.
well, listen to this. For her, I'm speaking because I personally have you in front of me. If you know someone like that too, make sure you do the same. For me as a commercial real estate agent, and I'm shocked that you said 50-50 for residential. I know residential, I can sign up with a brokerage today with zero experience and pay $500 per deal.
Oh yeah, the flat fee brokerages, but those aren't going to...
They're not going to give you anything.
Literally just throw you into the deep end. They aren't going to teach you anything.
And then I also know brokerages that will give me 90%, they'll take 10%, and they'll help me for questions here and there. I also know 80-20, and they'll still help me here and there. So 50-50 for residential, in my opinion, is steep for residential.
You think like they're taking too much?
Way too much.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're going to help you.
But check this. If I'm with Ben, because I personally know you, I'm happy paying it.
Yeah.
But a normal, typical brokerage...
value you're getting.
Yeah. A typical brokerage, I don't think you're going to get what Ben's going to give you, because a typical brokerage is going to have a couple hundred agents. They may just say we have 2 classes a week or 2 classes a month. That's not enough value. I need someone I can call 24/7, email 24/7, get responses in a timely manner, because my first contract is extremely stressful and scary.
And I know nothing.
You
think you learn in the courses, like, that's maybe 5%.
100%. So do not worry about the commission split. Feel comfortable with the brokerage, with the office, with the people. Make sure that they have people who can answer you, help you, guide you. When I joined as a commercial agent, till today, I have people reaching out saying they'll give me 95% splits in commercial, which is unheard of. And I know enough to be able to do it on my own and not need guidance. But because I value the 20, the 30-year experienced broker with me today, I'm nowhere near 95%.
They would take 95%?
I'm getting way less than that. Okay?
So you're getting 5%?
No. Oh. No, I'm saying that right now I have commercial brokers who would give me 95%. They'll take 5.
Gotcha. Oh,
and I'm saying no all day. And right now, I can't say exactly how much my splits are, but it's significantly 20, 30, 40% less than the 95% split.
Wow.
Today, with the things that I know, the deals that I bring, the experience that I have in it, but I know because the minute I have a question, I get a quick answer, solid team, solid presence, and I walk with confidence knowing I have a very sharp brokerage behind me.
It's important.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love that question, because as a new agent, please do not worry about your splits. Make sure you're getting enough value to not worry about it. I know you want to make money, but the money's not for the first year. The experience is for the first year. You will flourish year 2, year 3, year 4 with gaining all that knowledge. Till today, there's so much I have to learn commercial real estate. I'm not trying to just go to a 95-5 split brokerage. I'm still trying to learn as much as I can.
I feel like commercial is way more complex.
For sure, yeah. So in residential, by the way, you're going to move up the ladder, in my opinion, a lot quicker. Yeah, a lot quicker. But also don't go in too weak with a brokerage where you're like, yeah, it's cool 50-50, but please give me value. Go in there knowing that you're sharp, that you're aggressive, that you're going to give them value, and you can also negotiate it.
Yeah.
A good brokerage, if he wants 50-50 and you come negotiating 70-30, you're still more than likely going to get the same value. If they have the training classes, if they have the contacts to give you answers, you're still going to get that value. I negotiated with my first brokerage. He wanted to give me 60-40. I came in 75-25. It was residential. And same thing for my commercial brokerage. He wanted a 50-50, and I came up significantly on top of that. I negotiated them all. The more experience, the more leverage you can have, by the way, with the brokers. Solid question. Hopefully that answers it for you. Oh, look at this. Jacob Frankie. How to win more offers consistently. Jacob, this market is so uncertain. What I mean by that is this. You can put 20 offers, 20 very strong offers,
and lose every single one.
And lose every single one. You can have 20 different clients, 20 different properties, and lose every single one. It's really your luck in this market. Did a cash person put an offer on that same house, or did they not? Your luck with Ben, what he shares of putting letters and appraisal waivers, inspection waivers, all these things that you got to take big risks on, plus it's your luck.
It's luck and strategy.
Okay.
Yeah. Like strategy, how I was talking about before, like maybe you go to homes that have been sitting on market a little bit longer, to win those. And maybe the buyer has to put a little bit of work into it, but at least they're getting a house.
Nice.
That's very effective. That's way more effective than going after these homes that are one day on market where they've already got 20 offers. Like, it's just hard to win that. It doesn't matter what agent you have. It's going to be hard to win that. Unless you're an all cash buyer waiving like every term. It's going to be hard.
Facts.
Like, that's just what it is. So to win more, educate your clients, let them know what the market is like, and then go after these other homes that have been sitting. Like, tell them what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe they have to lose out on 2, 3, 4, 5 offers for them to be like, okay, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we do need to look over here, look at these different homes. So yeah.
That's very nice.
It's luck and strategy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Christopher M. Dahl, this is a question for you, Ben.
Okay.
Do you just film several walkthrough videos in one day and post them through the week?
Some days, yes. Some days I'll go hit like 3, 4, 5 of them. Those are like good days. I feel like, oh yes, like I got lots of content.
Nice.
But I would say honestly, most days it's like I'll do what I said previously. Like if I'm out in like Grand Prairie or something doing a showing, I'll do the showing and then I'll go tour something before I go back home. So most of the time it's like that. But there are some days where I'll literally dedicate the whole day to getting content, and that's where I'll get multiple videos.
Nice. And then you kind of like plan it out the weeks and
exactly.
stuff. I love that.
Yeah.
He's getting ahead, just like in life. When you want to get ahead, that's the exact same game.
Yeah.
That's how you stay doing it. You're super consistent. Do you post on special days, or do you just post?
I like Mondays because I feel like I get the most interaction then. Mm-hmm. Weekends are a little bit slower.
But is it randomized for you, or is it like you want Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
I like those days.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I like those days. But Mondays I feel like are the very best because everyone's like, they're back to their normal schedule and they're trying to find their escape through social media.
Yeah.
So that's when they really pop, is on Mondays. Again, on weekends, I feel like it's a little bit slower because people are out, kind of doing their thing. Also found that the earlier in the day, not super early, like I like posting around 8 so the post can grow throughout the day.
Yeah.
If I post a little bit later, it doesn't get as much traction.
Got it.
Yeah. So
nice.
Definitely be strategic with
it's
that
strategy,
too.
Yeah. I love that. We have Kausar Navi. I hope I answered that or said that right. What would you invest in, home or commercial property? So basically, would you invest in residential or commercial property, commercial real estate? My take is commercial real estate all day
I was gonna say residential all day long. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking deeper,
that's funny.
Commercial, yes, if you have deep pockets, to get just like multiple units. The big apartment buildings. And
I agree 100%. Like when someone asks residential or commercial, like till today, I'll invest in residential. The 2 properties I'm buying are zoned residential. But I think that if you're wanting an investment that's going to give you a ton of upside, where you can get cash flow, you can get tax deductions, you can get opportunity to get a lot of value in something that has 5, 6, 7 units to scale.
Yeah.
Commercial is the game for that. But of course, commercial, you need $500, $800, $1,000, $1 million, $2 million. Residential, I can find a shack in Garland for $50,000 if I'm lucky. In this current market, probably not. Mesquite for 75 or 100K. So me personally, I'd invest in commercial, but I'm going to answer it very direct. I invest in anything that makes money, residential or commercial. Yeah. I don't care.
You'll win either way.
You'll win either way. It depends at that moment which deal's in front of me, how much is that deal, and what's the return on that deal. So I invest in both. For residential, I would be more inclined to do flips versus holds. Commercial, I would entertain holds, because residential, I just don't like the new regulations and how the pandemic treated it and things like that. And I just had a bad experience with some tenants I had. So it just turned me off on that. Yeah. Commercial, you don't pay, I'll put a lock, I'll swap the lock keys out, and you're out.
You're out, yeah.
It's like within a week or 2, you can make it happen. You like residential or commercial investing?
It just depends how much money you have. I mean, if you're trying to get started off in real estate and you don't have a ton, just buy a single family.
Okay.
It's going to appreciate like it's been doing.
It's been wild lately, yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Listen, you're going to love this name.
Okay.
Live Here, Texas. That's their name.
Love it.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
This is the final question, and we're gonna end it off with this question.
With a bang.
With a bang.
Make sure you picked a good one.
Yeah, this
Did you pick a good one?
Yeah, I think this is a good one.
Okay.
This is gonna be something you have to talk about yourself.
Okay.
Okay? Seller's agent or buyer's agent? This means that if you're a seller's agent or a buyer's agent.
Easy.
No.
Agent.
No, you went too quick. But he'll be a listing agent. He prefers that. Seller's agent or buyer's agent, ... What separates you from other realtors?
Okay.
There is 66,000 in just Texas, North Texas, or 50 or something. I don't know.
This is easy.
50,000.
On the listing side, even though the market is crazy right now, I have a ton of exposure just through social media. I'm going to hit way more people than any other agent will hit. Mm-hmm. Buyer's agent, it's just the experience. It's what we've been talking about. It's writing the letters. It's knowing what terms to put in. It's, understanding what an appraisal waiver is, because you'd be surprised not many people fully understand that.
100%.
It's experience. Yeah, experience.
So on the listing agent side, Ben's saying that he has the exposure on social media, so he'll beat any other agent with that aspect. On the buyer's agent side, the experience is going to come in and help him kind of push through.
It's on the listing side. I talked about this story on one of the previous podcasts, but I posted this property, and someone who followed me, they didn't even know they wanted this property, but they saw my post. They're like, "Oh my God, I love it!" And then we had a contract, all cash, like written like ASAP after that. So
nice.
That's just that's what I bring to the table that pretty much no one else can.
I love that. For me, I would say that I bring to the table, it's funny, it's like we're pitching ourselves. Please hire us.
Hire us.
I would say relationships. I believe
Nice.
I have a ton of relationships in specifically the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where when it comes to commercial real estate, a lot of clients who are building shopping centers, who are building multifamily office buildings, industrial properties, things like that, because I have friends, then I have friends, then I have clients, and I have clients who have referrals that they've given me.
Big network.
You know what I'm saying? And all these people loop around with one another, where I just got an email yesterday. Someone's like, hey, we have 1031 money that's stuck, and the countdown of the clock is happening, where they're like, we're about to hit the days of where we're going to pay taxes on it.
Right.
We need a property that's a triple net lease property that basically within this property that they want to buy, it's up to $7 million.
Nice.
Okay. So he has an agent. Okay. But he's reaching out to me because he knows I'm active within that area.
Like, do you know of anything?
Exactly. I sent him a flyer right back. I was like, we have this one for 5.3. It's full triple net leases, 100% occupied. He's like, this is going to work. And then we're running the deal right now.
Nice.
Right?
Love it.
But that guy is a cool guy that I've worked with, that I've done deals with, that we got on a personal level to where we have that relationship.
Yeah.
Comes back to relationship. I think that in real estate, if you have good relationships, you will crush it.
Yeah. I love that. Relationships, experience, and then, building your social presence.
100%.
That's how you will dominate in real estate.
I do agree.
We literally just summed it up right there.
I do agree 100% on that. So there you have it. Live here, Texas. We appreciate you living here in Texas.
Nice.
Cowboy town.
Yes.
I wish the Cowboys won. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's okay. Next year is our year.
Tom Brady retired. Patrick Mahomes lost. We have.
I'm excited for Joe Burrow. See what he does in the Super
We have
Bowl.
the Bengals going and the Rams going, which are in my opinion, the two ugliest logos, the two ugliest teams. Like, who are you? But they're good.
Being a hater, bro.
I am being a hater, but like, it's like at olden days, we're looking at like the Cowboys, we're looking at the Patriots.
The ugliest is the Browns.
Oh
the
my
Cleveland
God.
Browns. It's literally just an orange helmet. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Kansas City Chiefs are scary. I feel like that's a scary team. I don't think I'd ever want to go against their linemen in their team.
Yeah, they're good.
But yeah, so there you have it, guys. We hope that you enjoyed podcast. This is podcast number 8, right?
Ocho.
Pod Ocho. Nice. They have a hotel in downtown Arlington being built. It's called Ocho Hotel. Seriously.
Nice.
888 units.
Oh, wow.
If you live in Arlington or you're active in downtown Arlington, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's what it is, called Ocho. And I don't know why I just said that. But yeah. Anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Those listening on Spotify, we really appreciate you. Those listening on YouTube, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share, and comment below. Let us know what questions, thoughts, ideas, opinions, whatever it is that you think that we can make better on this podcast, let us know. And most importantly, the link down below for the Discord channel. We talk every single day there. Me and Ben are in there. We answer your questions. You ask whatever. You're with 125 plus hustlers who are in real estate and business, that they are there to help you if that same second you needed an answer. And all of us are like a family in that Discord.
Free game everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We love it. So the link is down below. So join that, guys, if you're able to. And most importantly, thank you all so much for being here, for watching, for tuning in. Me and Ben seriously appreciate you. We're glad that you guys enjoyed this podcast. And, every single time we come to the podcast ready to shoot, we're so hyped up because of you guys.
Yeah.
So we are thanking you for allowing us to do what we do.
Yes.
So for right now, guys, me and Ben, podcast number 8, we're out. Peace. Good stuff, my
guy.
We're out.
Pizza time.